Imagine you are deep in the Ouachita Mountains, huddled inside a remote cabin after midnight. Outside, the air is thick with the sound of something large moving through the brush, not with a heavy thud, but with a strange, silent glide. Suddenly, a softball-sized rock slams onto your porch, followed by a sequence of whistles and pant hoots that sound like a conversation in a language you've never heard. This isn't a ghost story. This is a recorded, measurable encounter with a species science is only beginning to understand, the North American Wood Ape. In this video, we are moving past the blurry photos and urban legends. We are breaking down the professional framework used by Sasquatch researchers and world-class primatologists to map the biological reality of this animal. You'll learn how a midtarsal break in a footprint provides a skeletal smoking gun, how 2 kHz audio signals dismiss the possibility of misidentified birds, and how a 900-pound animal uses a compliant walk to move like a ghost through the woods. Stay tuned. We're about to look at the evidence that the world isn't ready to see. In the world of wildlife research, visual sightings are fleeting and subjective. That is why high-quality audio is considered one of the most critical categories of data. It provides a persistent, measurable record that can be subjected to rigorous scientific scrutiny in a lab. Think of a forest as a crowded room. Even if you can't see the guests, you can identify them by the unique fingerprint of their voice. Researchers use a two-pronged strategy. First is passive monitoring, using ARUs like the Songmeter SM4 deployed 100 to 300 meters from camp to record 24/7. These capture the whoops and howls that happen while humans are asleep. Second is active field recording using high-definition handheld recorders like the Tascam DR40. By pairing these with thermal images, investigators can watch for movement while the recorders capture the behavior in real time. In July 2012, researchers captured a gem of audio evidence. While the team was inside a cabin, their recorders captured a sequence of whistles, pant hoots, grunts and huffs from an entity mere feet away. This recording is vital because it documents a complex sequence of primate-like behaviors, not just a random noise. The encounter ended with a physical display, a large rock thrown onto the porch interpreted as territorial intimidation. This behavioral context provides the why behind the sounds we hear in the deep woods. The wood ape's vocabulary is surprisingly diverse. These are multi-tonal, gibbon-like calls, often used in conversations between individuals. Long-duration, siren-like sounds with incredible power, believed to be long-distance communication, possibly by males. A menacing, raspy, gnarly roar, interpreted as a territorial defense display intended to intimidate. Also known as samurai chatter, these are rapid, speech-like vocalizations that sound like a muted human conversation. Some researchers suggest this is a byproduct of bipedalism, which allows for complex throat and neck anatomy. How do we know these aren't just known animals? Scientists use spectrographic analysis to turn sound into a visual map of frequencies. In Oklahoma, unknown whistles were compared to the eastern screech owl. While the owl's signature appears at 1.5 kHz, the unknown subject's signature was at a distinct 2 kHz. That 0.5 kHz difference was enough to dismiss the bird theory. Credible researchers share these files with experts at the Cornell Lab of Ornithology to verify that the sounds don't belong to known birds, pumas, or bears. Physical evidence suggests the Sasquatch is a large, bipedal primate standing between 6.5 and 8 feet tall. Modelling of the famous Patterson-Gimlin film suggests a weight of over 700 pounds, though some estimates reach 900 pounds. They are described as having prominent, squarish shoulders, a short, thick neck, and arms proportionately longer than a human's. Their faces are flat and broad, resembling a gorilla, with bare skin around the eyes and ears that are often hidden by long hair. If audio is the voice, the footprint is the skeletal signature. The most significant feature identified by experts like Dr. Jeff Meldrum is the mid-tarsal break. Unlike the human foot, which has a fixed longitudinal arch for a stiff-legged walk, The wood ape foot is highly flexible at the midfoot. This flexibility manifests in tracks as mid-tarsal pressure ridges, mounds of soil pushed up in the middle of the print as the foot flexes during propulsion. This also explains half tracks, where the heel is missing because the animal was pushing off with its flexible midfoot. This anatomical feature is shared with other non-human primates like chimpanzees, but not with modern humans. Why is their foot so different? It's a matter of physics. Wood ape footprints consistently show an elongated heel segment. This elongation acts as an increased power arm in the foot's lever system. This allows a bipedal animal of massive weight, over 700 pounds, to propel itself efficiently without needing a stiff, arched foot. We even have evidence from malformed tracks. The cripple foot found in Bossburg, Washington, showed how a malformed foot distributed weight. By analysing the bunionettes and bony protrusions, researchers could pinpoint the exact positions of internal joints like the calcaneocuboid, mapping a skeleton from the tracks alone. Witnesses often say the creature seemed to glide or float through the forest. This is actually a biomechanical strategy called the compliant walk. Instead of the vertical oscillation and stiff-legged heel strike and toe off of a human, the wood ape walks with bent knees and hips. This gait increases the period of double support, where both feet are on the ground. This prevents the animal's weight from concentrating on just one point, making it an incredibly efficient way for an 800-pound animal to navigate steep, broken forest terrain silently. The Sasquatch isn't found just anywhere. There is a 90% correlation between credible sightings and areas with at least 35 inches of annual rainfall. This is why research is most productive in hotspots like southeastern Oklahoma, Area X, and the Siskiyou Wilderness in Northern California. These habitats often overlap with black bear zones, suggesting similar ecological requirements for large omnivores. However, while bears leave claw marks and alternating fore and hindfoot prints, wood ape tracks are strictly bipedal and humanoid in shape. High-quality recording allows for mathematical frequency analysis to rule out known animals. The mid-tarsal break and elongated heel are specific biological adaptations for a massive forest primate. 35.1 inches of annual rainfall is the primary environmental predictor for wood ape activity. The wood ape walk is more fluid and efficient for rough terrain than the human walk. The wood ape is moving from the realm of legend into the realm of biology. Between the 2 kHz whistles in the Oklahoma night and the pressure ridges left in the mud, we are looking at a living, breathing primate with a unique skeleton and a complex social language. The evidence is persistent, measurable, and waiting. The question is no longer if they exist, but how much longer they can remain hidden in the last truly wild places of North America. If you found this scientific breakdown of the wood ape evidence fascinating, hit that like button and subscribe. Which piece of evidence do you find most convincing? The mid-tarsal break or the 2 kHz audio recordings? And if you want to see more on hidden wildlife, let us know in the comments below.